Hi all, it's my pleasure to extend a cheerful welcome to you. Your presence makes us feel extremely happy and excited. The topic for today's presentation is data handling and probability. Let's get started. The topics to be covered in this presentation are real-life applications of data handling and different types of data. The first section deals with the importance of data handling in detail, and the second section talks about the definition and different types of data. One of the simplest example where data handling is put to use is in our library. Yes, so library management system. Stock taking in library management process is a very important one. Here, the data related to library will be pertaining to the books or the authors or the genres, right? So you can collect various information on date of issue of a book, a number of books issued in a month, or which genre books or authors are chosen the most. You can follow a trend and buy only certain genres, which is most preferable ones. Another important application of data handling is in hospitals. Yes, hospital management system. In hospitals, data relates to either the clinical data or medical data. The clinical data helps one to know the performance of a particular doctor in a given period of time. And the medical data refers to the test results or the progress of a patient of any particular doctor. It can even help you to identify areas of improvement. Okay? So the hospital management or the doctors can use certain information to know the areas of improvement and duly make them right. Will data handling find its use in knowing the country's progress too? Yes, the increase in the amount of goods and services produced per head of the population over a period of time gives us an overview on development of the country. Again, data of this is very important for us to know the overall functioning of the country, right? Data handling is widely used in schools too. Yes, school management. Data handling is one of the most powerful tools to inform, engage, and create opportunities for students. Young children like you have incredibly active and engaged minds, right? So, it's important that teachers monitor the performance of students, and the school can monitor the performance of teachers thereby. The schools need to identify the areas of improvement and they need to work accordingly so that problems can be resolved at the earliest. Friends, now let us take a look at the pharmacy. So what happens in a pharmacy is they take stock of medicines, right? Medicines come in various brands. So the brand most preferred by the doctors or most prescribed by the doctors are recorded. Now, data regarding the interaction with multiple patients may also be recorded. This data may be used for improving their business strategy or may be used for inspection process. So like this, we have been seeing how data handling is put to use in our day-to-day lives. Now let us look at what is data and what is the definition of data handling. What is data? Data is just a collection of facts. It may be in the form of numbers, words, measurements, or observations, etc. It can be collected through surveys or questionnaires or interview. Okay. Now, what is data handling? Data handling is nothing but the gathering or recording information and presenting it in a way that can be understood by others and put to use appropriately. Data can be of two types, as we are saying. One is the qualitative type and the other is quantitative type. The qualitative data are descriptive in nature. They are non-numerical. That means they are not represented by numbers. Okay, they are related to quality or information that cannot be measured. Look at the examples. Softness of your skin. Yes, this cannot be represented by numbers, right? The grace with which you dance, the color of your eyes, name of a person, state of origin or citizenship, texture of your hair, etc. are good examples of qualitative data. Other type of data is quantitative. They express a certain quantity, amount or range of values. This information can be represented in terms of numbers. Okay, they are again of two types, discrete and continuous. Discrete data can be in whole numbers only, like the number of children in a class, number of passengers traveling, etc. Okay, and continuous data can be expressed as a fraction or as decimals. They can take the in-between values of a data set. For example, height or weight of a child, volume of a water jar, thickness of a metal sheet, etc. are good examples of continuous data. Here are few examples for you to check your understanding on different types of data.
We learned the following: definition of data, descriptive, discrete and continuous data, data handling and real-life applications of data handling. Stay tuned and keep watching Edspell Education.